Okay, I remember when I was very like little boy. I was in Bolivia, in Cochabamba. Cochabamba is a valley. It's a beautiful city. The weather is spring all the time. That place is incredible because before we didn't have like a lot of technology, so I have more contact with animals, and then a lot of connections with the native music. So in South America we play the pan flute, we call sikus. So that was my first instrument. So, and I started when I was 9 years old. So it was very interesting because when I played the first time when I played that instrument, there was a special connection because my other friends, when they play, it was in the school, when they just play the music, a specific music for like some program. But when I played that instrument, I was trying to repeat different melodies. When I was listening the radio, I was trying to copy like the same melody, and it was not difficult for me to repeat the same melody. I don't know what is the connection between music and the human being, but for me it was very like special, and I was very connected with the first time. So that was one of my I call my something very special for me to remember when I was very young. And then my grandfather, he was very special for me. He was how do you say when you read palms? Palm reading. So he was a special connection with me because it was not a regular grandfather, my abuelo. He taught me a lot of like things about life. That's why my mind was like very open for a lot of like situations in my life. So I was very poor, very poor. We didn't have like water in the house, so I need to go to like 1 mile to get water every day, and with like some containers. So it was in the mountains, so very interesting. Part of my life was in the altitude in Oruro, and the other half was in the valley in Cochabamba. In Oruro it's very high, no like trees or vegetations. So it's like more desert, and it was very interesting, this life, because makes me right now appreciate more my life, and I am very grateful for all like the opportunities that I had. Yeah, in my life it was not normal, not common, because I met my father, my real father, when I was 10 years old, and he is a spiritual leader in South America. It's Luis Ernesto Espinoza, and he has a lot of books. So he wrote a lot of books, like more than 50 books about the spiritual connection with this world. And then I live in a community in South America for 6 years. In that community we have like more experience, like living in community, no money, sharing everything, like food, sharing work because we work together, and we have a lot of horses and llamas, and it's very interesting, that life. And then of course we have music, dance, so it was very interesting. That period was when I was teenager. Yeah, so I think my life was different because I have all this experience when I was very young with my grandfather and later with my father. In my life, when I moved to Kansas City, especially Kansas City, I don't know. For me, the first impression was, oh, where is the people? Because I came here, I think in March when it's winter time. So people, they are not walking on the streets or sidewalks. So I said, where is the people? Actually, in South America, you can see people everywhere, all the time. But here, no. And then I live in Overland Park, so in that place is worse because people, they use cars for going everywhere. So actually they walk, but not a lot, like in South America. So, and then it was very interesting for me because the contrast between South America and North America, it's a lot. So we have a lot of good things here, bad things. Like in South America, we have the same, but here I was more like tranquil because I don't need to care about like putting something outside the house. Nobody stole like my, I don't know, bicycles, everything. That was good thing. And another good thing is people, they are very, in my case, very like friendly, and they try to help me, even though I don't speak English very well. In the very beginning, I didn't speak, like zero English. I remember I just learned this, I'm hungry, and yeah, I think that was my first sentence. Yeah, but right now, I think people, they can understand me. Yeah, but in South America, my life was different because we use a lot of public transportation or my bicycle to go everywhere. And then my friends are different in South America than here. So my friends, they don't ask me if, okay, I will go to your house and I will visit you. We don't have like a schedule to see, okay, I have a meeting with my friend, or just they come to my house and then anytime. And then we spend time together. This is in South America. Here is like the opposite. No, you don't, it's not good if you go to like your friend's house without telling him, or no. It is very interesting, a lot of contrast, but I don't know, for me was different life, and I appreciate a lot moving to this country because I learned a lot of things. So right now I can live in these two different contrasts in my life. So I can live in the middle. So I don't know if I can explain very well, but in the music, when I was trying to play music here, was very easy for me because you don't need to talk. It's just, okay, I can hear some note or some chord, and I just play with my instruments. So there is no problem for me. And I learn more music, different styles here. So very interesting. And I have more friends right now, and because of music. No? Music helped me a lot to meet more people in different countries, not only South America, North America. I have friends in Turkey, in other countries, like close and very far. So, yeah, for me, music is something that you can connect different cultures. It's like a bridge to connect different cultures, different music styles, and you can put together, you can play it like separately. That is very interesting. You have a lot of combinations that you can do. That's why I play more than 40 instruments, 5 instruments at the same time, and I ask me why I play like a lot of instruments, and the reason is because I want to learn how music works, how the music can change a lot of things inside you, or give you more like a confidence, energy, or some music they can you can be very sad if you listen like a type of music or religion. Every people they listen different kind of music. Music is everywhere all the time, and that's why I just trying to understand, not only learn like a lot of instruments, a lot of techniques. I decided to make instruments. When I make instruments, I see how is inside that instrument. That instrument create melody, create sounds. That's why I was very curious to learn how to make instruments, how to play an instrument, how to compose an original songs. Yeah, it's because I want to understand very deep how music works for the human being. Yeah, I make instruments from different materials. When I make instruments like native instruments, for example, the goni or ngoni, it's an African harp. This African harp has a calabash or gourd, and on top of that it has a goat skin, and then some like a wood parts for the bridge and the neck, and then this is connected with the fishing line. Like it has 12 notes, sometimes 14 or less. But the process is very interesting because you need to connect with the nature. You need to connect with each material, so to have better sound. If for example, if you put your intention, that instrument will be different energy. If I make a flute, just regular or more industrial, like just make holes and then put in the perfect key, perfect tune, and then I sell it, so that flute, it will not have the same energy when you put your energy, your intention, when you put like the moonlights before using that instrument, when you put like Palo Santo, it's a special wood that you can smoke, and then like try to use the energy in that instrument. Try to put that intention, it's very important. I think it helps me because now I can understand more things, like how can I play like more than 100% in the instrument. Not before, I play only like a 60% because I play like all the melodies, so I know how to manipulate the sound. But now I have deeper connection, because now I try to play and move the energy through the instrument. First, I need to harmonize myself to play that kind of melody. If I am not in harmony, or I cannot play, like music not only for our ears, music for our spirit, our heart. So that is important. Not only you tune the instrument, you need to tune yourself. So in the instrument, when I was making the instrument, I see a lot of things that I can add, and I can put my intention in that instrument. But I never thought about myself. So I need to do the same, because music is not just the instrument. So that instrument actually is a projector. So when I connect myself, I project through that instrument, so people, they can listen, they can hear the melody. So that is the process. So that's why it's very important when you work in yourself. And then for me, when I have an instrument, I just not play in the same position. I change different positions. I try to play more than others, because that I was trying to say is that the music is inside of you. It's not in the instrument. That's why I can play instruments using recycled materials like trash or vegetables. So I can use different materials, but the music is inside of you. So it's very important if you have like a short moment in your day when you have a connection with yourself. For example, I call meditation, but actually for me, meditation is not to put my mind like blank. I am not thinking. For me, it's the opposite. When I meditate, I think a lot of things about myself. I try to understand about my past, about my family, about this society, and I try to not judge that situations or bad situations in your life. You need to, how can I say perdonar? Forgive. You need to forgive everything, especially inside of you. So that is very important, because you will be with less things inside of you. So you need to go like very light. Inside you need to feel like a very light, not heavy, not with a lot of problems. So that is very important, and you need to do it every day. So it's like a tuning. When you tune an instrument, it's the same. You need to tune yourself. That is one thing. And the other thing is connection with the Mother Earth. So you can connect with the tree, you can connect with the animals or plants. That is very important, because you are feeding your inside yourself. That is very important, because we are part of this world. So that's why we need to connect with nature. So that two things, it's very important for me. Yeah, it's very difficult in this moment. All the humanity, they are more like independence. They are like not in community, like the opposite. And that is not good for this world. So for me, I was very focused in making instruments and do a lot of things like community things, presentations, and I will do a lot of like workshops online. Some workshops you can get like free, and others is not free because, you know, I need to stay in balance. That's why. Yeah, right now I am making a lot of instruments because I said that instruments, they will help more people. Not only play an instrument, that instruments will help to connect their self. So that is the idea. So for me, it's yeah. Right now I'm making instruments. Before I was trying to combine like indigenous instrument with like more modern rhythms, or more like more like different music styles, like reggae or rock. So I combined actually in here in South America too with indigenous instruments. You know? I like the combination. So for me, it's very important to combine different styles, especially with native instruments, because music is the bridge to combine. Not only the like indigenous music to modern music, the idea is connect. Some people right now, like teenagers, they are not listening like music from 50 years ago or 100 years ago. So, but they can connect with that culture in different way. But especially, I think for me, if they are connected with indigenous instruments, is connect with this nature, is connect with this this earth. That's different, because when you play like a techno or like a more like a this kind of music with technology, like technology sounds, you need something is not technology, like something more like a spiritual, you know, more like connect with this earth. So for me, it's connect. We need to connect. Okay, I have some projects, future projects. One is my trio. So in my trio, I play with Tina Bilberry and Andres Ramirez. They are our local musicians from Kansas City. So we play my compositions. In that compositions, I combine different styles. It's like you can hear something crazy in the charango, the small guitar, like very crazy, combined with rhythms like from the Aztec culture, or sometimes we combine from South America, like these melodies or rhythms with violins and some effects. So the idea is to have to present a new album. Actually, it will be the first album playing with my trio. That is my project. And another project that I have, it's to compose more music. This music will be especially for connect yourself. So I will use a lot of like indigenous instruments, but playing in different way. Probably I will use more like digital sounds combined with the aborigines, like didgeridoos and this kind of sounds, more indigenous, and the technology. So it will be the combination, but in harmony. That is the idea. So this is for my other album. And yeah, and making more instruments, more crazy instruments. My next instruments will be very crazy, because I want to make some crazy ideas, like a didgeridoo with keys, like a saxophone didgeridoo, and I will make more like a charango banjo. So I will combine a lot of like different instruments. I will combine together. Your life is so beautiful, so you need to remember that one, because inside of you, you decide if it's heaven or is the opposite, like infierno, it's hell. So you need to decide what is your life right now. And then if you see like your life is beautiful, you will do a lot of good things. Even though you have a lot of problems, you need to change your mind. So that will help all your like all around you. That is very important. So, and right now, yeah, that was my message. So this life is so beautiful, and that you need to just connect with this planet and yourself. When you do this, you will see your life in very, very different way. And I'm telling you, because I have I was in that position with a lot of problems, family problems, no money, so living in very dangerous places. Yes, that's why I'm telling you that you can change everything, just changing your mind.